first off, down the way to go. Enjoy your break. We are going to start back up at 2:15. Let's break.
Court session recess to 5:15.
Okay, I thought they were starting and now it's a blank screen. Wow. I have no idea what's going on right now. The court cam just went black. I'm thinking they're still on recess, but we will see. So for anybody that missed it while we're on a break here, Donald Adelson's trial starts, jury selection is set to start tomorrow, and her daughter, Wendy, that has testified in the last 3 trials that have actually put 3 people in prison for the murder of her ex-husband, has now decided that she does not want to testify in her mother's murder trial. Now her mother, Donna Adelson, and her husband were leaving the United States for Vietnam, which does not have extradition with the United States. So she was basically fleeing the country, trying to not get arrested. She's been in jail for approximately a year with so many motions. She has done everything she can to get out of jail, and thank goodness it hasn't worked. However, her trial starts tomorrow. I will be streaming that, but since jury selection is starting, I will continue with the Young Dolph trial while jury selection is going for Donald Adelson. Now, I have no idea what is wrong with this break we're on here. I don't know. The short recess, maybe. Oh, here they come. Time for me to shut up. They're back. Don't forget, Donald Adelson and Young Dolph will be tomorrow. So those of you, while we're on break, that do not know, Young Dolph was fatally shot on November 17th of 2021 at Makita's Homemade Butter Cookies in Memphis, Tennessee, sustaining nearly 24 bullet wounds. The trials of his accused killing have had a complex web of motives tied to a rap feud with key developments unfolding in 24 and 25. September of 2024, Justin Johnson, also known as Straight Drop, was the first suspect to face trial for Young Dolph's unaliving. His trial began September 23rd of 2024 and concluded 3 days later on September 26th. After 3 days of intense courtroom proceedings, key points from the trial included the prosecution's case and testimony from Cornelius Smith, first-degree murder, and being a felon in possession of a firearm. He was immediately sentenced to life in prison. Now we're on the Hernandez Govan trial. Hernandez Govan, accused of being the mastermind behind the unaliving, went to trial starting today. He was Gavin. How do you pronounce that? Govan. Govan was indicted on charges of first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, and attempted murder. So this is the first day of that trial, and here we go. We're still on break. Please remember to like and share the stream. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce his name. What's Govan? Does anybody know? Can you tell me? Govan? It's not, I would think it's Gavin, but it's Govan. So let's just call him Hernandez. Mr. Hernandez, as I can pronounce that. wow, this is crazy long break. Because they already had lunch, so I didn't think it would be this long of a break. I apologize. And I didn't know this trial started, so I didn't plan on live streaming. But I'm here anyway, yay. And for those of you that don't know, crypto is beautiful today. So, make sure you got your bags full and ready. So this sounds crazy, but sometimes when, as we all know, recesses take this long, something has happened. Please don't let something have happened. You know what's worse than thousands is that this break is taking so long to go. Yes, Toko, I'm gonna take a quick step away and grab me a cup of coffee, iced coffee. It's the middle of the day.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, I got it. So I wonder why. Okay. It's weird.
Okay, they should be back in 1 minute. Let's see. I am trying to check other court cams, I have no idea why we're on this break for so long. This is nuts. And the Ali versus Ali, Ali's being sentenced right now. I hate to switch over and then this start.
until 5:30, Judge, is that correct? Go ahead.
No later than.
Thank you, coming back over. And you're still under oath, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, y'all.
Yes.
Jury's now in there too.
Where we ended up, you and Justin were leaving Haven Court Apartments or Tulane Apartments.
Yes, ma'am.
At some point as you were leaving, did you contact Mr. Govan?
Yes, ma'am. Before we left the apartment, I actually contacted him about getting my phone out the car. That's when he told me to meet him where he get a car wash at.
You also mentioned that, please turn cell phones off.
Okay.
You also mentioned, I'm sorry, that you mentioned something about cleaning.
About the glass there, at the window, had got shot, had shattered in the street by the house, by his house.
But you all hadn't contacted him to let him know that you had had the hit, right? Did you make it on call?
No, we told him when we talked to him at the apartment, you know what I'm saying, he knew that we had just handled the kids on the dog.
He knew that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And what did he say to that?
He was like, he was saying about the glass, like, you know, we gotta get rid of the glass, get rid of the car, basically. Get rid of the car. We gotta burn the car up.
That's what he told you, didn't he?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so you leave out of the apartment complex.
Yes, ma'am.
You get in the car with Angela, as we saw on the video.
Yes, ma'am.
And from Tulane Apartments or Gospel Gardens or Haven Court, whatever the name of the apartments are now, you all head where?
Well, I stopped, got me a cigarette. Then I had headed to Pressure World to meet Mr. Govan.
You made it to Pressure World. You're still in the car with Angela, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You made it to Pressure World. Now, where's Pressure World?
On Lamar.
Okay. So you were at Pressure World on Lamar. How far is that from where Mr. Govan lives?
A couple minutes, around the corner, he ain't far.
You get there. Is he already there?
Yeah, he was already up there. I jumped out the car, and me and him was having a one-on-one discussion. He was saying that he had heard that Dolph had shot one of us, cause I told him I was shot. He like, I heard Dolph shot one of y'all, and y'all blood on the scene. He like, y'all had y'all face masks on. Like, yeah, we had our face masks on, and stuff like that. And I got my phone from, but I had to go take my dad to work or whatever. And me and Hunter had spurred off after that and went to pick my dad up. He called me back again. I'm like, man.
I'm my phone story. I know you got a lot you need to get.
My bad.
We're gonna have to slow it down. The yellow light is your
My bad.
Slow it down. All right, so who was he that called you?
Mr. Govan.
Okay, he called you back.
Yeah,
He called you back in pressure or he called you back on the phone?
Nah, he called me back on the phone and was telling me to slow up before I leave from my dad's house, cause he wanted to meet me over there or whatever. He finna pull back up and ask me a question.
At any point, did he mention paying you your money?
Not right then, he was just saying that, you know, he was gonna give me my money.
When was he saying
He been said it, like, that pressure where it was like, all right, we're gonna get that money, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's,
and I'm not sure if we mentioned this before, was Mr. Govan still cousin?
yes, ma'am, I supposed to give him 10,000 at my cousin.
Okay, was Justin supposed
And he told me Justin supposed to give him 10,000 as well, so I agree with the 10,000, cause he put me on the league, like, I had you to do this, so, you know, give me a cut of it, so I'm like, all right, I agree with it.
All right, so he called you back after you leave pressure room, told you to slow up, you want to meet at your dad's house?
Yeah.
Did he ever come to your dad's?
Yeah, he pulled up. When he pulled up, he jumped out. Now, the conversation, I really forgot what we were talking about right then, but it was concerning what just happened or whatever. But, I was like, man, give me a couple of dollars right quick so I can give me some more pills, but he said he ain't had none. And I was shocked, so I need to know what, you know what I'm saying? He gave me a few dollars and he left.
He gave you what?
He gave me about $30, $40, then he left.
And that was the same day that
Yes,
happened?
man, it was like an hour or so later.
Were you still with Angela then?
Nah, she had left and took my dad to work for me. I stayed back so I could talk to him.
Did you see Mr. Govan anymore after that day?
Yes, ma'am. Later on that night, I pulled back up at his house. He was on the phone with Justin at the time, and Justin was...
Justin?
Yes, ma'am, Justin Johnson. And Justin was talking about cash out for him some money so that I could get another wound kick, because I was bleeding bad or whatnot. I pulled up over there, he gave me a few pills or whatever. And,
He gave you some, he gave you pills in?
Yeah, he gave me some extra pills. Not oxycodone, he gave me some extra pills or whatever.
That was gonna help with your wound?
Nah, that was because I had to get up the next morning, early in the morning, and go get a car cover. He gave me some money to buy a car cover as well. You know, the cover that car that was sitting across the street. You know, he like, first he kept saying we gotta burn the cover. But, you know, he said, he gave me the money to go get the car cover or whatever.
When did he give you the money?
That night, he gave me the money.
The night of?
That night before.
It's a lot of nights.
The same night the same morning the car got discovered, the night before he gave me the money, because I went to AutoZone in the morning, got the car covered, and I was on my way till it got dark, put it on the car, but they discovered the car.
So, but he gave you the money the night before?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let's talk about what else happened the night before.
The night before the car was discovered?
Yes.
I had went and wiped it down or whatever. I went and wiped it down. I had called him and told him that I was going in the backyard to wipe that car down. So he wouldn't, shoot him or nothing like that. You know who he is in the backyard or whatever.
Even though he lived across the street?
You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Well, I'm saying like this, in the streets, you watch your surroundings basically. So, you see some funny stuff, you get, kind of street like we live. You'll get kind of scared and you shoot things somebody after you. Then what it just happened, Young Dolph, you got killed, so you had to be aware of everything.
So, did he give you the money when you went to wipe the car down?
Nah, he didn't give me the day Well, I probably got the dates mixed up with him, but the day that the car got discovered, the night before he gave me that money to get a car code.
When was it, if you can remember, when you said you went to wipe the car down?
It was a couple days, like around the same time I got the car code, but it's not the same day, you know.
Okay.
I wiped the car down trying to get the prints, make sure one of the prints on.
Alright, when you were wiping the car down, what were you wiping the car down with?
Some like little cleaning supply stuff. I can't tell you exactly what I put on it, but I had a rag, had stuff sprayed on the rag, and I just went and wiped it down.
Alright, now was this rag soaked? Like,
Nah.
dipped it in some products, or you just
Nah, I
sprayed
just
it?
sprayed some stuff on it. I just sprayed some stuff on
Do you remember what it was?
it. Nah, I really don't.
And was it daytime or nighttime?
It was nighttime.
Okay, it was nighttime.
I ain't do nothing
It was nighttime. Could you fully see the car that night?
It was in the back, like somebody had pushed it all the way in the back out, like parked all the way in the back. So
When you all dropped it off, was it in the same place it was?
nah, it was like in front of the driveway. That's why he
When
was.
you all dropped it off, it was in front of the
Yes,
driveway.
man, it was parked up close where you could see it. It could be spotted east,
Okay. But when you went back, it was.
pushed on to the back.
Do you recall if y'all had keys to the vehicle, or Justin did?
Justin had the key to him. Mr. Govan kept asking like where the key was so we could move it and burn it up somewhere else.
Nighttime, the car was pushed towards, is that your dominant hand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So did there was any problems wiping down things?
Nah, it really, like, I did the best I could, you know, being shot and all, I did the best I could wiping it down.
Now, you do know your prints when you eventually found on the car.
Yo, I didn't do a good job, so.
Okay. All right. Did you let Mr. Govan know that you had wiped the car down?
Yeah, I called him when I was walking in the back out to let him know that, you know, I was gonna go back there and wipe the car down.
And what did he say?
He said, all right, bro. All right.
So another night or another day or so, you were asked to get a car cover.
Just fine.
When did he provide you the money for the car cover?
Like, the night before, I went and got there next morning. Like, in between midnight hour.
And how did he provide you with the money?
For cash money.
Cash.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. He provided you with cash. Had you ever bought a car cover before?
No.
Did you know where to go get one
Yeah, I knew where to go get a car code from.
at? Okay, and did you look it up or figure out which store?
Nah, it was AutoZone close by, so, you know, I know AutoZone says, you know.
Okay, this, okay. So is that where you went?
Yes, ma'am.
What's the AutoZone? Yeah, what color car cover was it?
Now, that part I can't tell you because it never made it out the box.
It never made it out the box. Why didn't it make it out the box?
Because they had discovered the car, and I was like, since they discovered the car, take this junk bag and get the money back and just buy me some more pills.
Did you, when the day that they discovered the car, did you speak with Mr. Govan then?
No,
You don't call for Mr. Govan?
no,
You would speak with Mr. Johnson, Justin Johnson?
no. I ain't speak to now one of them that day when they discovered the car. I ain't talk to nobody.
And how did you know that they discovered the car?
Facebook, the news, and stuff like that.
So,
Well, that morning, like, before I went and got the car cover, I spoke to Mr. Govan, but, like, after they discovered the car, nope, I ain't talked to him. I was just,
the morning of, so what did you talk about the morning before they discovered the car?
that car cover and stuff.
You talked about,
Trying to get that car covered up and get rid of it, basically.
why did you need to speak with Mr. Govan about you?
He was the one saying that we need to get rid of that car. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was right there, and he was like, you know, he ain't want them talking to him about anything if they discover the car, because he gonna tell them to give Willie Massey, or he keep at his gambling.
So the day the car was discovered, you did not speak with him any more afterwards?
Now, after the car was discovered.
All right. Did you speak with him any more after that?
Yes, ma'am. December the 8th, 2021. I was going to get me some pills, going one way, and he was coming up another way. And he looked through the mirror, through his windshield, I mean, and blew the horn. And I pulled over, he pulled over, and he got out the car. He was like, thank God. He was telling me that he been getting shot at and stuff. And he asked me have I spoken to Mr. Justin Johnson, because they had rained in Justin Johnson's house the night before, or whatever. He showed some things on his phone. And he was asking me, did I have a number he could get in touch with me on? He told me I need to get rid of my phone. I need to get rid of that phone, is all he was saying. And he was like, he was gonna go to prepaid that night and get my money. And he was gonna call me. He asked me for a number. And he was gonna call me.
Did he ever call?
Now the U.S. Marshal was on me next day. I was in jail.
You didn't have a chance.
Nope.
Okay. So he said the next day, so there will be December 9th, 2021?
Yes, ma'am. December 9th.
What else sticks out about that day?
December 9th. It was my daughter's birthday.
Alright, is it a different daughter's birthday that was on
Yes,
that day?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It was my daughter's birthday. I had took her some cake and ice cream to school, and U.S. Marshal was trailing me the whole morning.
And you were eventually arrested?
Yes, ma'am. I was arrested.
Did you have your phone on that Mr. Govan told you to get rid of?
Yes, ma'am. I had this phone on me.
Okay. Did you have more than one phone?
Yes, ma'am. I had another phone on me as well.
Well, did you have another phone? Did you get rid of the phone? That Mr.
No.
No,
I never got rid of the phone.
You never took it?
I gave it to my children's mother, like, after I saw the U.S. Marshal trailing me.
Okay.
I gave it to my children's mother
That's one.
and left, yeah.
Then to your knowledge, police got your phone, right?
Yes, ma'am. They got a warning.
Got the phone. How did they know she had a phone? Or do you know?
Well, I guess.
I'm not glad you guessed.
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't get a opinion what it is. I don't know.
But they did get the phone out of her.
I did get the phone.
And you didn't speak to Mr. Govan anymore after that. Now, you were promised.
Hold on for a second. Was that against the number?
No, ma'am. I didn't speak to one no more.
So, as part of this, you were promised that you would receive $50,000, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you ever receive that money in your hand?
No, ma'am.
Once you were arrested, was the money ever given to you or?
Not directed to me, but it was provided for lawyer fees.
And do you know about when it was?
Nah, I just can't. No, ma'am. I can't recall. But it was after I was locked up at 201.
To your knowledge, was Mr. Govan locked up at that time?
No, man. He wasn't locked up at the time.
You were arrested December 9th.
Yes, ma'am.
You were charged with year before that you have now.
Yes, ma'am.
Were you promised anything for your testimony?
No, ma'am.
Do you hope to receive something from the testimony?
I'm praying for it, but I won't promise. Like, I mean, I asked for a bond. I won't promise nothing.
And you spoke to prosecutors.
Yes, ma'am.
You spoke to me a few times, right?
Not two, 3 times. Yeah.
Everything happened here in Shelby County?
Yes, ma'am.
Cornelius, my name is Manny Aurora. I'm the lawyer for Mr. Govan.
Yes, sir.
Have we ever spoken before?
Nah, no, sure.
Earlier today, about 10 o'clock, the jurors were excused for about an hour. Did you have to talk to your lawyer before you testified today?
Nah, I actually speak to my lawyer.
Okay, did you talk to your lawyer?
Nah, my lawyer out of time.
All right, did you talk to one of his associates?
Yes.
And is she the one sitting in court right there still?
Yes, sir.
All right, and during the course of that hour, did you talk to both the DAs one more time before you took the stand?
This one?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So in that hour break between 10 and 11, you talked to your lawyer about whatever, it's privilege, and then you talked to the DAs about your testimony.
About my testimony, they were just asking me was I read it. Yeah.
Okay. So let me get this straight. You're telling the truth here today, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so why do we need to talk to your lawyer before you testify if you're telling the truth?
Because when I came to court on the first, I didn't see my attorney. So I've been trying to talk to my attorney. Since I've been coming to court, I haven't saw my attorney one time. So I've been trying to talk to my attorney.
All right, but your attorney's already negotiated a proffer settlement for you when you arrested him, right?
No, he didn't.
He didn't do that.
No, he didn't tell me that I got nothing on the line or nothing. So I'm trying to ask you what's going on.
All right, so if your lawyer didn't tell you anything, you're totally on your own, cooperating with the government, hoping you can negotiate some kind of deal with the government?
No, I'm just keeping it real because they already know everybody else already made statements and told their part, so I'm telling the truth too.
Okay. My point to you is before testifying here today, you asked to talk to your lawyer about whatever you talked about. Then the government lawyers went in and talked to you, and then you testified.
I asked to talk to my lawyer because I haven't saw my lawyer since I've been coming to court, sir.
Right, so I'm trying to ask you, what is there to talk about? You knew why you were coming
I'm
here
trying to
for.
see what's going on, sir.
Right, going on. As to why I brought the Shelby County. You didn't know you were going to testify in a trial today?
Yes, I did, but I'm trying to see what's up on my behalf, like me and him talking, like on our terms.
Okay. And you know the ladies came and saw you at the jail a couple of times, as you said, 2 or 3 times.
2 times.
In the last week, right?
Nah, they talked to me like last week, then like week or 2 before that, and then just picked up 3 times and talked.
And prior to that, you talked.
No, I can't tell you exactly how many times I talked to Mr. Paul, but I talked to him.
Okay. And to the police, you made at least 4 statements, if not more.
No, I ain't making no false statements to no police.
All right. Did you talk to him in December after you got arrested?
Yeah,
Did you talk to him again at least in March of 2022 after you got
I
arrested?
talked to Paul again.
Okay, that's the prosecutor, right?
Yeah,
And the other cops were there.
yeah.
Okay. So you get arrested on December 9th. You're indicted on January 2022, just about a month later, right?
Right.
Then you have your lawyer, and you go talk to Paul along with the other cops in March. Is that right?
Right.
Okay. And then you talk to him again after that, right?
Yeah.
You remember talking to federal prosecutors in August of 2022 and making a statement.
I don't know who I was talking to, and I don't remember like what time it was, but
Okay.
yeah, I talked to him.
All right. And you remember when you previously given statements, you acknowledged you lied to the police throughout this process, right? You denied everything.
I ain't say throughout the process. I didn't say that.
All right.
When I first spoke to them, when I first got locked up December 9th, I was intoxicated. So, you know, I really didn't want to talk.
Okay. So you are now telling me that on December 9th, the police illegally questioned you while you were drunk. They didn't wait for you to
I
sober
didn't
up.
say they illegally pushed me. I said I was intoxicated. And I said I would talk to you, so, but I talked to them, I was intoxicated.
Okay. Your arrest is made by the U.S. Marshals. And so you would have been intoxicated at the time the Marshals arrested you?
Yeah.
And this is in the daytime, right? During the day?
Yeah.
All right. And so you're really close to your daughter's birthday on the day they arrested you, but you're drunk. Is that right?
Now let me check this out. These had me. I saw them trailing me. You and Marshall trailing me. They followed me the whole morning from the time I got up. After I saw him, the next day it was on. I saw them trailing me. I went and got cake and ice cream for my daughter. I dropped Angela off at work. I dropped her cake and ice cream off at school. Then I went to my children's mother's house and dropped the phone.
Okay, when did you get intoxicated?
Early in the morning.
Okay, so
I already had me some pills that night. From that night on, I already had pills and stuff.
okay, let's go back. The night before you got arrested, let's just presume you got arrested on December 9th, 2021. You started taking pills that night.
Yeah, I went to sleep, but I had me some pills to wake up on.
All right, who did you get the pills from?
Someone else.
Okay, got a name? You don't remember, do you?
Nah, I don't want to put that name out there.
Well, we're telling the truth now, remember?
Yeah, but
It's all
they
over.
not on trial though. They not in it. They ain't got no part. They just sold the pills. So I don't know. I ain't gonna put that name out
So you got some pills the night before, and you stayed intoxicated through the whole day, or did you drink some?
there. No, you don't drink on pills. You don't drink alcohol with oxycodone. I ain't saying nothing about drinking. I said I pop pills. That's my choice of drug.
Okay, when people say intoxicated, maybe I misunderstand.
I was under the influence. I'm saying.
All right. Did you take pills in the morning to stay under the influence?
Yeah, I woke up and popped me some more pills. I was shot already too. You know, I was shot too.
I understand. So you took the pills, but even though you're intoxicated with the pills, you know enough to go to the grocery store to get cake, get balloons. Then you're intoxicated, say you go to your daughter's school. Apparently the teachers at the school don't mind you being intoxicated, so you drop off all the stuff for the party. Then you leave some more. You're not intoxicated enough to realize that the marshals have been following you all morning, so you're sharp enough to figure that out. And then prior to them stopping you, you're smart enough to get the phone with your child's mother. That's what you're telling me that you're intoxicated.
See, I've been taking them so long to where pills don't do me like they probably do you, and I can be at work as well.
Right.
And then after I saw the U.S. Marshals on me, I did go to a Family Dollar, get some Tylenol PM, and took some of them too.
Okay. All right, so let's go back to the story for the day. You get up, you pop some pills, you go to the grocery store, you go to the school, then you see the marshals. Instead of being worried about the marshals following you, they just leave you alone. You go to the Family Dollar to go out and buy headache pills.
But I ain't just leaving me alone. They were trailing me trying to see exactly where I was going, what I was doing. They were tracking me the whole time. When the time
But why didn't they just stop you if they saw you? And you're clearly wanted.
Objection, you're on the cause for speculation.
They stopped you near your child's mother's house, right?
No, they stopped me in Mississippi. I put them on little. I left. I just put them on a little trailer. I ain't put no lights on me till I got to Mississippi.
Okay, so you was it a high-speed chase or you just
Nah, I
let
don't
go?
know how speed straight. Because as soon as they put South Haven police behind me, and South Haven police put their lights on me, I pulled up. And the marshal was right there.
All right, so we're talking about intoxicated. So you were smart enough to say, I'm going to get out of Memphis, have them chase me across state lines to Mississippi, and you remember specifically South Haven police had you.
They didn't chase me. I just drove and they were following me. They were trailing me the whole time.
Okay.
I just went on to South Haven, Mississippi, and they followed me and put South Haven police behind me from all car.
All right, so in your intoxicated state, you went in this Sunday drive, essentially, where you saw the marshals tailing you. Then you were smart enough to recognize South Haven police was also involved.
Look,
Right?
this out here, I'm from the street, so,
Yeah.
you know, when you drive, you pay attention to all your mirrors. You know what I'm saying? So I pay attention to these cars following me. You know what I'm saying? And I knew that if they was some hitters, they would have pulled up on me and just shot the car. You know what I'm saying? So I went ahead and went on Mississippi. When I was in my baby mama's apartment, in fact, they pulled up 5-seat car, deep number 10-1. So I knew they were police.
What kind of cars were following you?
Jeeps, all kind. You know how the marshals drive, you know.
Well, marshals usually have those big SUVs and Suburbans, but you're saying like a Jeep Wrangler?
They had Jeeps, they had all kind of cars.
Okay,
They was in unmarked cars, tinted out.
all right. So I'm going to try to go this slowly. If there's anything you don't understand, just ask me to repeat myself, okay?
Yes, sir.
I have no quarrel with you. I respect what you're trying to do. I just want to ask some questions,
I
okay?
ain't got no problem. I feel what you're trying to do.
When we first started this morning, you had mentioned you'd been shot twice and you were losing a lot of blood. Is that a yes?
Yes, sir.
And you said it was gushing everywhere out of your arm. You had to get medical care.
No, I got a wound kit. I I never went to the hospital.
Understood. But you used the word a lot of blood everywhere. Is that fair?
Yes, that's what I said.
Okay. So as you're bleeding with blood everywhere, you got into the Mercedes to make your getaway.
Yeah. I didn't even recognize I was shot at the time when I was in it. It's like, man, like, when I got in the car, I didn't recognize I was shot.
But you saw you were bleeding.
No, once we pulled out and we shot the window, that's when I know that I had a hole in my, I wasn't bleeding then.
Okay. When the car left, as it's leaving, Makita's cookies, you get shot in the arm.
I don't know when I got shot. I said, I don't know exactly what point I was shot at, I don't know. But once we pulled out, we was driving crazy. That's when Jess said he was straight, and I looked, I'm like, dang, I'm hit too. And I kept asking him, was he okay?
So obviously at some point when you're shooting your AK-47 into the Makitas and backing up, the other guy comes out and at some point he grabs an AK-47 and shoots at you. You had to have been hit somewhere along that point, right?
Yeah, it was so bad, I don't know when I got hit right here, anyway. I can't tell you when, I didn't feel it.
Okay. Can we agree that after you got shot twice in this part of your leg, which is a heavy bleeding part,
I was straight right here.
it was straight, so that shot in your artery?
And the bullet went in me right here and was in my back.
Okay, because when you were walking, you didn't look like you were limping into the apartment, so that's what I was asking you. Did you get shot in
Yeah,
the
I
leg
was
too?
straight right there, straight right there.
It's just a straight.
Yeah.
All right, the one that lodged in your body, that blood is just gushing, right? You got an open wound in your
Issue with, you know, because I've been shot before, so I know not to panic. As long as I don't bleed out of my mouth, I ain't gonna panic. So I know how to control them.
Mr. Cornelius, I'm not trying to ask you difficult questions. Were you bleeding heavily from the gunshot wound in your arm?
Yeah, you gonna bleed heavy. You gonna bleed.
That's all I'm asking.
Yes, sir.
And as you're bleeding, you're sitting in the car going to Bradley Street where you dropped off the car. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so there will be blood in the car. I mean, you're bleeding heavily.
Nah, I'm sitting up. I'm sitting up actually, man. And I got on a pull-over swap, you know, and I'm not panicking, so blood I'm not panicking. Because I'm making sure Mr. Johnson okay well, but he said he was eating. But it come to find out he was straight.
But if you're bleeding heavily, but there's no blood, is that what you're telling me?
You know, I'm trying to say, he's asking, he's answered this about 5-6 times.
I just want a simple answer to a simple question.
He's answered it, so let's put it together.
Was there blood in the car once you got out?
Nah, I wasn't looking to check. I wasn't trying to see whether no blood. I'm moving fast, trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right, we'll go with that. And you mentioned that Justin had the car keys, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, so when you guys dropped off the car, Justin got into his SUV that he left across the street from Mr. Gomez.
I got up and jumped in the SUV on the rear, so I was driving the SUV in the park.
I'm not talking about the apartments. Remember when you dropped off the car? Let's focus. When you guys dropped off the white stolen Mercedes, you said across the street from Mr. Gomez's house. You and Justin got out of the car.
I got out the car to move the truck. You had to move the truck out the yard first to pull the car up. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so you did that.
Yeah.
Whose truck was it?
It was Justin,
All right. Who drove the truck away over the 2A apartment?
I did.
So that white SUV that we saw you were driving?
Yeah, no me.
Okay. You drove the Mercedes into the driveway.
No, I did not. I can't drive too good. I jumped out the Mercedes to move the white truck. Justin parked the Mercedes. He was driving, as you saw on video.
All right. So even though you couldn't drive too good, you drove the SUV to 2A
I said I
apartment.
couldn't drive too good.
You just did say that.
I said I can't drive two vehicles, two cars
Okay.
at one time.
All right. So did Justin have the keys to the Mercedes?
Yes.
Okay. So he does whatever with Mercedes, takes the keys, you guys get into the SUV, you drive it away to 2A apartments, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to get into the AutoZone. I know you don't remember, but the car was found on the morning of December 20th, 2021, which is about 3 days after the shooting, okay?
December the 20th.
I'm sorry, November the 20th, 2021. We'll work with that, right? You're now saying that the night before, which would be around midnight, I think you said, of the 19th, Mr. Govan gave you some money for car cover?
Yes, sir.
All right, and you said around midnight or so he did that, right?
Yeah, in between time.
Okay,
Mid hours.
all right. You mentioned at one point that he paid you with Cash App, and at one point you mentioned he
I
paid you
said
with
nothing about cash.
So these jurors didn't hear the word Cash App come out of your mouth at
I
all?
said he paid me with cash.
Okay.
He gave me cash to go get the car cover.
Did he ever pay you any dollars with Cash App?
No.
Okay. So he gave you cash. Did you go get the car cover?
I went and got it, but I didn't go inside the store myself.
Okay. So now let's go back. So you're telling me when this happened, on the night of the 19th, you were with your girlfriend,
Yeah.
Angela?
Yeah.
Okay, you didn't mention that when they were asking me the questions. So let me get this straight.
What did you say?
On the 19th, the night before the car was discovered, you cleaned that car, right?
Yeah.
Angela was with you when you were cleaning the car?
She wasn't with me, she dropped me off.
All right, where did she go?
I told her buzz the block, right around. So I called and told her to come back.
All right.
She wasn't with me.
So you said you called Mr. Govan to tell him that you were going to clean the car so he wouldn't shoot you, right?
Yeah.
So did he come out to visit with you?
No, he didn't come out.
Then how did he give you the money that night to go get a car cover?
I went back over there. I ain't say it might have been that same day, man. I said it might have been the next day, but I went over there, get some pills. Or it might have been later on, but I went over there to get some pills or whatever. Stay up, some extra pills, once again.
Right.
And
But you
gave
understand,
me the money, get the car cover.
you understand, we're running a little bit out of time because you told us under oath that he paid you on the 19th of December of 2021 in the evening hours around midnight.
Then I said it might not have been that day. It might have been next. You know, it might have been like I probably had the days mixed up. Like the day before, I probably went and wiped the car. Then on the 19th, he gave me the money for the car cover.
Well, see, there's a little problem with that. The car was found on the 20th that morning.
Okay.
So if you wiped the car down the night before it was found, that would be the 19th. You agree with me, right?
Exactly.
And if he also paid you at the same time, that would be the 19th, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if
But
you
the
got
time, like the time of what time, like exactly what time it took, like what I can't remember.
but it was all at night.
Yeah, like midnight, early morning.
Okay. And you went to the AutoZone to buy that night, and you just
Nah, I ain't go that night. I went this morning to get that car cover because I wasn't finna put it up. The AutoZone ain't no 24-hour AutoZone where we getting over there.
Okay. What time did you go to the AutoZone?
So they open up early in the morning.
So like 7 in the morning.
Can't tell you exactly what time.
Okay.
I'm finna see it tonight.
Who'd you go with?
Yeah,
All right. So now you've got Angela involved in covering up the murder, like hiding evidence, right? She's helping you get this.
I ain't ever involved doing nothing. She wasn't hiding nothing. She wasn't doing it. Nope, not finna lie like that.
All right. So when she picked you up at 200 apartments, what happened to your clothes?
What happened to my clothes?
Yeah, what are your clothes?
We had changed down at 200 apartments.
Where did you get the clothes?
We got them 200 apartments.
Like from who?
Whoever that was, I don't know any good.
So they just had something to fit your size to wear those
Yeah,
clothes?
you see, when we went in and we came out, you see, before Angela pulled up, we had on different clothes when we came out. You
Okay.
see that on video.
So you remember that part, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You went to the AutoZone. You ever been to an AutoZone yourself before?
Yeah, I ain't cars.
Security cameras everywhere, right? At the AutoZone?
I don't know about that.
All right. Would it be out of the ordinary? You've done auto part shopping before. You said you've been there before, right?
Right.
All right. Do most businesses that you frequent have surveillance cameras?
Of course.
All right. So your car, what car was it that went to the AutoZone that morning?
Yeah, the SUV that picked me up.
So Angela's car.
Yes, sir.
So if I was to call AutoZone to get surveillance, I could easily see the car coming and going.
Yes, sir.
All right, and if I went inside I could easily be seen on the surveillance cameras because, you know, they have it for shoplifting and all that. Angela would be front and center, right?
I ain't gonna say front and center, but I told her to go get the car club.
All right. And
Go
so,
get our car club, Universal Car Club.
all right. And so, if it's around 7 in the morning, she used cash to buy it. You get a receipt even if you use cash, right?
Right.
Okay. So if I wanted to double check, say I'm a really good detective and I want to figure out what's happened, I could easily go to AutoZone, pull the footage, ask them for just their receipts from between 7 and 8 that morning, who bought a car on record. Very easily validate what you're saying, right?
What?
Okay. We agree on that. Thank you. With regards to Mr. Govan, you talk to him almost every single day, right?
What you mean?
Like you would hang out at his house.
Yeah, I go through there, grab a few, pull up on
Yeah, you talk to him pretty regularly, right?
Right.
So if you say, hey, he called me or he did this, you could have communicated with him for any reason. You have to take your word for what it is that you guys talking about, right?
When you tell them
Well, I mean, you're a little vague on the date, so I'm just asking you, if you met him that summer,
I'm a little big on the dates.
a little fuzzy on the date.
Oh, yeah. I've been locked up almost 4 years.
Right, but you've also talked to the police over the course of the 4 years, especially in the first 6 months. And
Yeah, like this, man,
But I know, because there's pressure here when you're under oath, but I'm saying, you've also
ain't
talked
no
to...
pressure. So I'm telling the truth, ain't no pressure. You being
Your truth is your truth, I understand. You've talked to these people about 9 times, essentially, government lawyers, right, prior to testifying here today.
I can't tell you exactly how many times I talked to them, sir.
Okay. You mentioned during your testimony that you actually never communicated with Joe, is that right?
No, I never communicated. Well, I did, to be honest with you. Yeah, I had, like, after they found the car or whatever, and, man, I wasn't talking to Justin or him. So I had, inbox him on, one. Well, I forgot what it was. You know, like, man, I'm going home, boy, man. I need to holler at you, bro. I'm trying to get my money. You know what I'm saying?
So who are you communicating with?
I was inboxing Juke, like, man, you go, man, little homeboy. Like, really, I ain't gonna say this would go being hired, you know what I'm saying, and handle the bid. I'm like, you go, man, homeboy, I need to get up with you. I'm trying to get my bread.
Alright, so when you said inbox, is that an email?
I forget what I had. Oh, he did mine up on. I forget what it was.
Okay. And the reason I ask is, you didn't want to give up anything or do anything, but earlier, when you first met Jook, you said Mr. Govan introduced you as Little C, the guy done the shooting of Wu, so we already knew you were a shooter. So why would we need all the cloak and dagger if you're trying to reach out to Jook?
Nah, because, look, this had me, man. After the shooting or whatever, after they discovered the car or whatever, Justin had got with me and was like, man, look, man, just saying that he'll give us on his own terms or whatever, and don't trust Govan or nothing like that right then. You know what I'm saying? He was like, so in my eyes there was so many crosses. You know what I'm saying? Like Justin had ran out with the cake or whatever, and I couldn't trust him. I couldn't trust nobody. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, I'm gonna take initiative on my own, and he juke up on his little I forgot it was Instagram or something. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, you go in homeboy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll get up with you. Really, I need my money.
Did you ever text Mr. Jook at all during the course of all this?
That's what I was saying. I was website, like on Instagram or Facebook, something like that. I forgot what it was. I ain't have his number personally. I could not contact him, like call his phone and say, Jook, go on with it. No, I couldn't do it.
Okay. But Angela did that?
No.
So nobody...
Angela ain't know nothing about no Jook or nothing. Like, no, she couldn't just get Jook up. She don't know, you don't know, go in.
Just 1 second, Your Honor. talked a lot about Park lives across the street from Govan as well, right?
He stayed like across up the street, like close towards the corner, with his mom.
Alright.
And they called each other brothers.
So your testimony to me now is when we pulled him over on Bobby Carter, that didn't remember how to do it. Now you're saying Bobby Carter lives up the street.
He stayed across the street, but houses down from where they called.
How many houses?
I can't remember, about 3, 4 houses, close to what they is?
Bradley?
Nah, close. Bradley is the street they stay on. Close towards, what's the Crossway Street?
I'm not from Memphis, I don't know.
It's been a long time. I ain't been out there. I can't tell you.
The reason I ask is you also mentioned you just lived a couple minutes from Mr. Govan's house, right? Okay. So you live a couple minutes from Mr. Govan's house. Bobby lives across the street, some 3 houses down. And you and Bobby did the first shooting of Wu when you guys had a shootout with Mr. Wu, is that correct?
Yeah, me, Bob, Jess, and we got, Mr. Govan gave me his gun.
Okay.
Gun.
So now Govan gave you the gun. I understand that. Was Trail Ingram also there for that shooting?
I don't know none of them.
How many people were there all together at the first shooting of Wu?
At the shooting,
At the shooting.
the house, at Mr. Govan house.
Okay, let's try this again. You went with Bobby Carter and you said Justin was already there.
We all met up at Mr. Govan house. And me and Bobby jumped in one vehicle, and Justin, and another guy was in another vehicle.
Alright. So when they asked you before now, there's a 4th guy that was going to do the shooting with you guys, right? It's you, Justin, Bobby, and a 4th person you don't know.
Right.
Okay. So you guys drove off and found Wu and had a shootout.
Yeah, he had told us who was in the house, Mr. Govan.
So Mr. Govan knew exactly where Wu was. At the gate at the time.
Well, who stayed
Okay, so did you shoot up his house?
Nah, like I said, the gun had jammed up. I was on the foot walking up, and he coming at the house. And the gun Mr. Govan had gave me had jammed up. And I had to go behind the tree. And Bobby was trying to get to me.
Okay. Were you ever charged with the attempted murder of Wu
No,
by the state?
no.
But you told them that you tried to kill somebody and gun jammed up, but they didn't charge you with conspiracy or attempted murder or anything?
I don't know police, like, that was street stuff. Ain't nobody but Tim, like, he shot back, like, it was a shootout. After that, it was,
Well, with Mr. Dolph, so that was a shootout too, because they shot back at you and they hit you
we
first.
shot first, though. We shot first, so it really wasn't, we ran as they were shooting back, we were pulling off as he was shooting back.
Okay. In your statement to the police in March of 2022 and Mr. Hagerman, do you remember telling them that 2 masked men met you prior to your arrest and gave you $50,000 in cash inside a brown paper bag?
No, I ain't telling them like
Alright. Did you tell them about... Okay, you didn't tell them. Got it. At some point, money showed up for your lawyer after you got arrested, is that right?
that. Yeah.
Alright. And then you were talking to the police and they asked you what did the money mean. You said it was understood that you were on Joe's team, is that correct?
No, I ain't telling them
You sure? Because I had it on video, so I'm just going to ask you
like that.
again. Yeah, they said, is it understood what you were going to be doing, that they paid for your lawyer?
Nah, I wasn't on one. The hit already been done.
You're in prison, and $38,000 or $50,000 or whatever just shows up to pay your lawyer, is that correct?
Yeah, the money came.
Right, and that came from Mr. Jook's
I don't know
CMG,
where it came from.
so it just magically appeared.
I don't know where it came from. Like I said, I couldn't call nobody. I don't know where it came from.
Do you remember talking to the police on August 10th, 2022?
Probably did. We'll see.
Well, I'm going to show you what was said, and we're going to go through it. believe paragraph 17 is off. I'm going to have a handful of questions.
Yeah, can we approach, you might have to get them.
We're going to have a bunch of questions. And figure that out. You remember talking to agents back in August of 2022. We established that, right?
What?
All right. Who is Vanessa Covington?
My sister.
All right. And you stated to the police on August 10th of 2022 that you had Vanessa Covington, I guess her married name is Holmes, try to reach out to a lawyer for you, right?
Correct.
All right. And then she told you that we don't have any money, right?
Correct.
Her husband contacted a lawyer named Forrest Bailey, is that right?
Correct.
And that you told her that you needed to get word to Mims through Arthur Horn, attorney for Anthony Mims, correct?
Correct.
So you told your sister to reach out to Joe's lawyer, Arthur Horn.
No, I did not tell my sister did. I told the lawyer did.
Okay, so you told your lawyer, reach out to Joe's lawyer, Arthur Horn.
We gave him money.
Okay,
But he didn't represent me.
all right. And so the lawyer did get some money from Arthur Horn.
Yeah.
And Arthur Horn is Joe's lawyer, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then at some point, Mr. Bailey advised you that payments had been made.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be $50,000, right?
Sure thing.
And there's no trailer, there's just cash, is what he told you. You got paid cash.
Yeah.
Because Mr. Horn didn't want this coming back to him, so he just paid out cash to Mr. Bailey.
I don't know how he got paid. I don't know. Yeah, he got paid though.
All right.
He got paid.
And then Mr. Bailey backed out of your case shortly thereafter, and another lawyer came on your case, right?
The black wasn't able to represent me because the judge went down.
Okay.
And the judge.
So he's been paid full, either be it 50,000, 30, whatever it is, he's been paid. And then he gets you another lawyer, right?
Right.
And the same 38,000 in cash shows up for that lawyer, right?
Right.
All right. And you guys talked about that cash, and in fact, your lawyer during this interview with the police in August said, whoa, 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 this money's all documented and all that stuff, right? Your lawyer talked for a while trying to explain where this money came from, right?
I can't remember. I recall. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then one of the detectives also jumped up and said, now that they paid for your lawyer, it was understood that you were with them. Or words to that extent.
What you mean? What?
If I paid for your lawyer, wouldn't I expect you to help me out and keep your mouth shut?
No, not necessarily, because if you bring me a part of this, and then you know what I'm saying, like, you make your statement to the police, and you hire me to do this and make a statement and turn me in, then, you know, right, wrong, I might as well go with, you know, some person that hired me and make a statement on me, I might as well just, you know, keep it real and tell the truth. This is who hired me, right? So there you go. This is who brought me.
Okay. When you tried, they asked you again.
I don't know Julian like this. I don't know Julian.
Okay.
So I'm not with him.
When they gave you the money,
They didn't give me the money. I popped up.
when they gave the lawyer the money, you think Mr. Govan came up with $50,000 in cash to pay the lawyer?
Objection, Your Honor, cost of speculation.
All right, we've already answered this. You said you know it can't be better than the lawyer told you. I got it. So let's move from that to, was Mr. Jook ever interviewed by the police in this case?
I don't know.
You read the discovery in the case, did you not?
I ain't read all that. I ain't had no 1,000 pages.
All right. So in here, when you said I looked at the discovery after your March interview, that's
I saw
how.
my part. I saw my part. My part was short.
Okay. Your part was short, even though you're the one with the AK-47 committing a murder, telling them about AutoZone, telling them about I went here, I went there. Let's go to that. All right. You talked about pressure roll. You know pressure roll, right?
Yeah.
You know what it looks like. You've been there before. Sometimes people sell drugs there.
I don't know, but I don't know what go on in the word like that. I can't say all that.
All right.
I can't say all that.
You said you've been to pressure. What did you go to pressure roll for?
I went up there with him to get Mixup, Govan to get his car wash before. And then I went the day of the shooting. I met Mr. Govan up there.
All right. So is your testimony now, after I just asked you, you've been there before, you know what it looks like. You've only been there twice. Is that your
I
testimony?
can't tell you how many times I've been to get a car wash, sir.
Okay. You live in the same neighborhood as Mr. Govan, just a couple minutes away.
Yes, sir.
The pressure roll is just a couple minutes away from both of you guys.
Yes, sir.
And you know what it looks like.
Yes, sir.
And you've been there.
Yes, sir.
Have you been there without Mr. Govan?
No, sir.
Okay, so is it fair to say that you're saying you've only been there twice in your life?
I can't tell you because I probably been there 2-3 times. Well, I don't know. I just can't tell you, sir.
Okay, so it was, I went there to get my car, he got his
Objection,
car
Your
washed.
Honor, excellent answer.
Why did they, well, I'm sorry, Your Honor, I apologize.
Okay.
You went there one time with Mr. Govan so he could wash his car.
Get the car wash.
Okay. And the next time you mentioned it was to pick up your phone.
I don't know if you want to say this, sir. I went back to pick my phone up from him at the car wash. He told me to meet him where he get his car wash because I already knew. So, you know, I went there and met him.
And then there may have been other times you went to the car wash. with Mr. Govan.
No, I'm not saying all this, sir.
Okay.
I'm not saying
When you go to pressure roll, you do notice there's cameras all around the building and there's only one way in and
I
out.
don't know this all that, but it might be.
Okay. So if I'm a good detective and you say I went to pressure roll, certainly they would have gone to pressure roll, seen the cameras and asked for surveillance footage, right?
I
Back
don't
up
know
what
what
you
they did, sir. I can't do their job. Well, I don't know. I can tell you. I don't know what they did, sir.
All right. When you talked about when the meeting happened, was it just you and Jook when the meeting happened?
No, me, Joe, and Mr. Hernandez Govan, sir.
And was that planned in advance?
Nah, I told you I was just putting up Peter's extra when Joe was already over. And Govan was like, we're going to see right here. You know what I'm saying? This is when we did the other day. And Joe was like, hold on. Put the phone, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure she like that.
With regards to trying to figure out when this meeting happened with Joe, that's the first time you saw him, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
First time was on.
And you just know Mr. Govan for a very short period of time prior to this meeting, right?
Right.
Okay, but Govan, even though you don't even know, approached you and said you want to kill some people.
No, he said, you know, paper I got his on head. Not you want to kill some people. Paper I got his on head. Bound is on.
Right, so.
This eye turn.
Okay.
You know, in the street. This eye turn. I always seen.
So was he doing a public service announcement saying, hey, there's bounty on these people, or did
You
he
don't
tell
do
me
shit
you
like that. You don't do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? First, you gotta figure a person out. So that's basically what he was doing, figuring me out. He saw blind pills on. So I probably need a little money because I get pills on crazy, whatever for him. You know what I'm saying? And he saw me and Bobby tight, so he figured me out. And like, you know, you wanna make some money?
Okay. And so this is the word Mr. Govan couldn't do himself to make $100,000. He needed you to do it and maybe get $10,000
I don't know what he could have did himself, but I don't know. I can't tell you all this, sir. He probably, well, he had a whole bunch of young guys around him, you know what I'm saying? So I guess he wanted to just send us on out, you know.
So now he had a whole bunch of guys that he was talking to this about.
Nah, I'm saying he had young guys around, you know, we'll come around, so, you know.
So is everybody supposed to be told, go out and kill people and make
I
some
don't
money?
know, sir. I don't know, but I'm not finna see real life, sir.
Okay. But now you're telling me that he had other young people out here and everybody knew that there was a price on
I didn't
dogs.
say everybody. I don't know who I knew, sir, but I know me, Bobby, Justin, and the other guy. I don't know who I knew because I'm not with their little crew. So what they talked about when I went around, I don't know, sir. You know what I'm saying? I was Bobby's partner. I wasn't his partner really, but you know, once me and Bobby, he saw me and Bobby was, then he, you know, started, you know, trying to play a bundle.
All right. So a gentleman that you just recently met decides he's going to trust you enough to tell you that there's a price on people's head. And just like that, you trust some guy living in Orange Mountain to be able to come through with money based on his representation.
Nah, it wasn't even representation. It's just, you know, when you're hungry for some money, you would get out there and get your hand dirty, you know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, I had already saw Juke, like after he told us, and we went on one mission, and Bobby clarified that, you know, his brother good full, and Juke was over there when I met, and Juke clarified that our money was gonna be good. It had go time.
Right, but remember,
We don't been to the club together many times.
I get it, but let's,
Juke was at the club too.
right, I understand you're told the money is good, but the problem with that statement is you'd already shot at Mr. Wu, so you said close to a month or so before meeting
Nah, I
with
didn't say no month or so before meeting no Juke. I didn't say it. It was a couple days later. When I pulled up and got them pills, it probably was the next day or 2-3 days later. I can't remember the timeline, but it wasn't no couple months.
So then you said 2 weeks, maybe a month.
Nah,
That was incorrect.
I didn't say that, sir. I didn't say that. It was like probably the next day I pulled up over the battlefield from the next day or two. I don't know exactly when. And he like, here go the C right here. This who put the work in, who shot it whoop.
Alright, so if all this is already known and understood, why would Mr. Jook need you to take your phones out and then walk you through how much everybody's worth? You already knew all that.
You want to be honest with you, I be honest with you. Because they were saying that Mr. Govan was like one straight or nothing like that. It was like informing and stuff like that. And, you know, they were saying he was police, so
Okay.
yeah, but all the phones gotta go outside, you know, when you talk around.
So let me back this up. You were told at the meeting that Mr. Govan could be police.
Nah, Bobby Vince told me that.
Bobby told
And
you.
then the streets, you know, people in the neighborhoods were saying that, you know, he had got him popping, he had got him sent to jail, and he was setting him up and stuff like that.
So let's maybe go back to scratch. You just met this guy for a short period of time over the summer. Bobby's already told you he's a snitch, maybe works for the feds.
But you can't tell me nothing about no bad like that. If he ain't getting no wrong, he ain't getting no police stuff, he ain't police me, so I don't just take the streets say it about anybody, you know what I'm saying? They probably saying it about me right now.
Your friend Bobby Carter told you that. Your friend.
An associate.
Okay.
I don't have friends, I have associates.
All right. Your associate told you that this man that you just met is a federal snitch. You can't trust him, right?
Yeah, but people say they about anybody, man, you know what I'm saying? So, no, you ain't getting no police stuff with me, like, I ain't got no bad to say about you, you know what I mean?
All right.
You cool, you
So-
know, streets talk like that all the time, associates, or whatever. Cause he probably seen how me and him get, and he ain't like that, so he goes to, you know, he police, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't even know what people say.
Alright, so let me just ask.
It's just like proving guilty into proving, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the problem we're having, so let me ask you some
Innocent to
questions.
proving guilty, yeah.
Alright, so before you meet Mr. Govan, according to you, whatever that was, Bobby Carter's already giving you rumors, your associate, that he's a snitch, you can't trust him.
Nah, not before, after me and him start, you know what I'm saying, hanging out and stuff, you know what I'm saying, with Bobby.
Alright, so now you're saying Bobby told you he was a snitch after you guys started hanging out?
Yeah, after he saw how our relationship was, this when he was like, you know what I'm saying, interested in me, you know, that's why I feel that. He was like, that's why he want to take pause in. He ain't none of this or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying?
So your associate Bobby Carter that introduced you to Mr. Govan fell back because he didn't trust Mr. Govan.
Yeah, because me and Bobby had a problem too though, so that's why I really didn't believe it, because he had put my pat on the plate and stuff, so I really just ain't believe everything people saying, you know what I'm saying?
Alright, so now you and your associate Bobby Carter had problems as well.
I
So you
had
didn't believe
feel,
it.
yeah, so I was like really more around him than Bobby. I had feel bad about, but we had little difficult problems and stuff too, you know?
So the same guy you were shooting with, you guys had a disagreement, so you weren't friends.
Yeah.
So the car where it's parked, even though Bobby lives just a couple of doors down, we're gonna keep saying it's across from Govan's house. It was actually in front of an abandoned house, right? One or two down from Govan.
What?
The car, when you guys dropped off the Mercedes.
It was right across the street at the abandoned house from his house.
Okay, which is 2 doors down, but on the same street from Bobby Carter's house.
Yeah, it's on the same side as Bobby, you know what I'm saying? On the same side as Bobby, but right across the street from his government.
Did Bobby ever tell you, call you and say, why is there a fancy Mercedes sitting in front of my house with a busted window?
I wasn't talking to Bobby at the time. Bobby texted me and said, you niggas ain't gonna fuck with me. It's actually in my phone, so Bobby the one, I don't know.
When you talked to the police regarding the meeting, you said the meeting took place around the time Braylon Murray was murdered. You remember that?
Who?
Braylon Murray.
Who was it?
Could I show the police? I want you to look at the highlighted portion of paragraph 9 of the debrief of the you agree that you guys wrote up a long 6-page summary of your interview, right?
I ain't had it much in school.
Okay, so your lawyer, over the last 3 years, has never shown you your own statement to the police.
No, ain't get off in school.
So you're basically telling me your lawyer is a complete buffoon that didn't share your own
No,
discovery.
I won't say it about my lawyer. I'm not saying it, but I told him I didn't want the rest of the school. So I didn't say it. I just said I didn't get off on the school.
You know, specifically the interviews that you did with the police, maybe the most important thing, he didn't give those to you.
I didn't care to get all it. After these pages came, I didn't care to get no more.
You cannot tell me, just read the highlighted portion to yourself. please.
Okay, what's me done?
I know, that's what the police said you wrote. You told them, CD, that was you at the time, that's the phrase, the initials they were using for you, said the August 13, 2021, the meeting was around there, around the same time Braylon Murray was murdered, right?
I don't know who it is.
Okay. Tell me, how many people have you shot over your career?
My career is not a career for one, but I went to jail in 2011 for an aggravated assault charge. That's it.
Okay, but I'm just asking you, how many people have you shot? We've got Wu down, who else?
I haven't shot Wu. I shot Ed Wu.
Alright, tell these nice people in the jury box, how many people have you shot at?
One. How many people that I shot at?
Yeah.
Wu. And I shot a guy in 2011. And that is it. Now, criminals just doing stuff like this.
Okay. Can I retrieve that dude? you got arrested on December 9th in that intoxicated state we talked about, correct? You gotta say yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I was under the influence.
Okay. The police still interviewed you on the 9th, is that correct?
Because I said I talked to him because I feel long terminate myself, they'll let me go.
Okay. And then do you remember your girlfriend, Angela Arnold, talking to the police on December 14th?
I remember. I wasn't there. I was locked up, but I remember.
All right. Do you remember calling from the jail on December 12th before she gave her statement to talk to work?
Yeah.
All right. Do you remember asking for an alibi from Angela so you wouldn't be mixed up in this thing?
I don't know what you mean.
That you didn't do it?
No, I probably did. Man, the team I did because, I'm trying to get out of it.
And then you also called Shay. Is that Letitia Jackson?
Yes, sir.
And you also talked to her on December 12th, talking about what exactly happened and you were being charged with murder. Remember that?
No, I don't know. That's my birthday, but I don't know.
Okay. Do you remember being told that Angela went and talked to the police on the 14th?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. After that call, do you remember calling Uncle Ron and asking him find out what Angela said to the police?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. And aside from Uncle Ron, you also called your brother Quez to find out what Angela said to the police on the 14th, right?
Probably.
All right. And aside from Uncle Ron and your brother Quez, you also called Shay about it, right? To contact Angela.
Probably.
And then you, aside from Uncle Ron, your brother Quez, Shay, your child's mother, you also asked Kiana, your sister, to find out what Angela told the police. You have to say yes.
Probably.
Okay. And do you remember your family telling Angela, do not go down to the police station to make a second statement?
What you mean, my family? Who is my family?
Shay,
Nah, I'll show you my kids' mama. I don't know, don't need to get along. I don't know it.
Deputy, could you show him the jail recorded phone call from December 15th, 2021, right here, please? Could you read it out to yourself? Just read it to yourself.
December what?
15th, 2021, I've highlighted for you, where it says Smith said.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so if I could retrieve that back. You remember telling your family, tell Angela Arnold not to go down to the detective's office until you came home.
What?
That's a yes, right?
Yeah, I read it right there. I see it.
And then underneath it, you can look at it as well again. And you also tell Uncle Ron to go talk to Angela before she goes back to the police.
Yeah, I read it right there.
Okay. And then did you yourself on the 15th talk to Angela Arnold at 8:27 p.m. to talk about her interview with police?
It's right there. I read it.
I don't wanna-
I did.
Okay, well, I know your memory
It's
is
a jailhouse phone call. Yes, sir. It's right there. Black and white.
just take a look at it, because I don't want you to misunderstand anything, because I know it's a little iffy.
What date you said?
The top of the page, you read the 15th. Could I get that back, deputy? So on that day, you asked Angela, tell me what she's going to do because you wanted to figure this shit out. And you don't want her going out of the police until you get out, so you guys can go with the lawyer. Is that right?
Right, I don't know. That part ain't on her, but yeah, till I get out. So.
Yeah. Okay. And then you also told her to say that she doesn't know anything about it. Keep up with the false statement that she's already made.
Nah, because she ain't make no false statement, so, you know, she told them what she knew.
But on the 14th, she said she didn't know anything.
I don't know what she told them. I won't nurse her, you know what I'm saying? But she told them what she knew, and, you know,
So she had no idea that this was going to go down before it went down on November 17th, right?
nah, she ain't know till November 17th.
Right.
She ain't know till the day. When she picked me up, I had to go and tell her, and keep her where it was what, and quick, like, make sure her little sister stay happy, man. Make sure she stay happy.
Alright, but then you also used her to go buy the car cover at AutoZone.
Yeah, that was it.
Right, but at that point, she knows she's hiding evidence right about buying this car cover and not have a car.
Nah, she ain't know she had no evidence or nothing like that. Under the green, man. She ain't know nothing about what she was doing or nothing like that. I just told her go buy a car cover. She ain't know what car it was for.
Okay. So even though you guys committed a shooting in a car, you didn't tell her anything about it, just said go buy a car cover, and she was like, okay, I'll do it.
Nah, I told her I got shot and stuff. I said, man, just go in there and get a universal car cover for me. You know what I'm saying? She ain't know what car they was up there. Car cover finna go on. She ain't know it.
You've just been shot 2 days earlier. She takes you to a strange apartment that she doesn't live at, where you've got bandages. You tell her to go buy a car cover, and she doesn't ask any questions?
Nah, I told her, man. I did tell her that, you know, we just got into a little shootout. You know, I told her it was a $1.5 million hit on Dolph. That's what I told her, you know what I'm saying?
So you told your girlfriend that you were going to get $1.5 million for killing Dolph shortly after that, right?
Yeah.
And then it became $1 million. Then
No. I told her 1.5.
Okay.
But it was really 100,000. I never said no million. I never said no 200,000. Whatever you trying to get, I never said that.
I'm not going to do anything. I just have paperwork in front of me. So when Angela testifies, I'm going to ask her, she'll say that I agree with you. The $1.5 million is the first thing you mentioned. So you didn't mention to her $1 million.
I ain't say no better.
You didn't mention $500,000 to her.
No.
Right. Did you mention to her that you talked to Shay, your child's mother, and said you're going to use that money to buy a house for them and live happily ever after?
Nah, I ain't, because I ain't even said no shit like this to Shay, man. I ain't say we were living happy ever after, man. I just said, you know, I was going to, you know, make sure if God would have, well, I ain't going to say if God, because God don't bless evil, but if I would have got away with it, and I would have got the little people down, I would have blessed my children's mother with about 10 so they could get them a house or something, and I sent their text messages, and they want to know we going to be happy ever after and all that.
Right.
No, I ain't going to game on them.
Who did you run game on?
I ain't going to game on nobody, because my children's mother was going to, you know, get in, I was going to put them down in a house. You can't buy no house for 40,000 or nothing like that, you know. Yeah, it's just running, you know, running games is like just telling them like, you know.
Lying to them.
No, I wouldn't say lying, it's just, you know, man and women talking. She know me, I know her. She know I'm full of shit, I know she full of shit. Basically.
Alright,
Just
so
put a smile on each other's face, laugh. Something to laugh about.
Deputy, could I have you looking at page 153, please? You better read that page, please. retrieve that deputy. Alright. So the question was asked in Mr. Evans, but you're telling her you're gonna buy her a house. Answer, I said that the day before, I said that the day before. Question, the day before. Answer, yeah. I tell a female a lie. You know what I'm saying? Like that, my baby mama. I was just trying to get back with her or whatever. I ain't just like, it's just game. You know what I'm saying? It's just game. It ain't about all, it's just game. So when I asked you that you were trying to get back with your baby's mother, and you said that, this other word, that's a lie.
Well, no, because if it's right there, you know what I'm saying? If I said it again, how I feel that about her, and how I feel then, give me time.
Alright.
Then 4 to 4 months,
I understand. And you don't want to spend the rest of your life in prison, do you?
I don't know if I want to spend the rest of their life in prison, but, I gotta do whatever they give me to do. If they give me life, then it's just my life, you know what I'm saying? I did the crime.
Okay. So let me finish up this. So, when I talked to you about the day before, yeah, I tell a female a lie, you know what I'm saying? Like, that my baby mama. I was just trying to get back with her or whatever. It ain't just like, it's just a game, you know what I'm saying? It's just game. It ain't all about all, it's just game. Question, so you're just lying to her too? Answer, I ain't saying lying, I ain't gonna say that. Game and lying is two different things because, tell a person what they want to hear, you know what I'm saying? You said that, right?
I just told you,
Sorry.
How I feel about it now, how I feel being different, you know what I'm saying? Once again, same response.
I agree, but it's a very
So you...
eye-opening statement to me. Is tell people what they want to hear. It's just a game.
No. You're totally different, sir.
Okay. So when you said...
It's not lying, bro. This shit real, man.
Okay.
Somebody lost their life.
Right.
That ain't going, bro.
And you want to make amends for that, right?
I pray every day. Ask God to forgive me, you know what I'm saying? Ask family to forgive me and stuff like that.
It's been 4 years. Why don't you just take a guilty plea so family didn't have to worry about it? You still haven't pled guilty to this case.
Why did I just take the guilty plea?
Yeah, they're going to give you what they're going to give you.
Yeah, they are, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just keep it real, Same person that hired me, same person that, what I'm saying, kept it real with them. So I'm going to keep it real too, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know nothing about this. I ain't had no beef with paper route. I ain't into no paper route. I don't know none of them. Yeah, now me Mr. Hernandez Govan, and he told me about the hit on all the head and stuff. I'm going to be sitting up here, sir. I still be up there pop my feet, line my feet.
All right. With regards to after the shooting, you said you went to the car and you cleaned it at night, correct?
Yes, sir.
The car in which you were bleeding from your shoulder wound and maybe or maybe not from your leg wound.
Yes, sir.
All right, and you mentioned that you took bleaching peroxide and went to
I ain't say what it was. I said I don't know exactly. I can't recall exactly what I sprayed on. Plain stuff.
Give me a second, I'll show you the statement.
Okay. If it's there and I said, I mean it's there, but I don't remember. I can't just tell you, this is what I use right off top.
I'm just asking, how many people have you shot that you can't remember going to clean a car with bleaching
I
peroxide?
told you, sir. I ain't shooting nobody but a guy in 2011. Young Dolph. I shot Ed Wood and Young Dolph. I don't shoot people like that. I'm not that kind of guy. How many people have you shot, guy?
You remember pulling a gun on your child's mother where she had to get a restraining order against you?
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, you didn't shoot at her, but you just pulled a gun on her, right?
That was it.
Okay. With regards to that Angela, you had domestic violence calls as well. As just a few months before all this happened, she called the police on
Am
you.
I on trial, sir?
Well, you should be, but you're not right now. So I'm asking you.
Well, why you bring up my criminal history? Am I on this?
Answer the question.
Yeah.
All right. And then did you also steal TVs and other things to
Yes,
go
sir,
buy
I did.
drugs
Yes,
after
sir.
you stole Angela's property?
Yes, sir, I did.
And you've had domestic violence with her as well?
Yes, sir, I did.
But she's still dating you as of today after 4 years being in
Yes,
prison?
sir. People go through their ups and downs. Every relationship do.
Okay. for the state, page 158 and 159. Sorry, you're gonna get your steps in there, dude. Let's do this.
No problem.
I want you to read the bottom of that page and the top of the next page. Could I have it back up here? All right. So the question you asked. Just trying to see who asked you the question. Luke Evans asked you the questions. There's actually twice. It was also asked on page 153. Question, all right. Now you said you wiped down this car. How did you wipe down this car? Like, what did you do? Answer, what you mean? Question, how did you wipe down the car? What did you do? You walked through the backyard, walked up to the car. What did you do next? Answer, I took a towel and, I had like peroxide and bleach and stuff, and I wiped the car down. Question, peroxide and bleach? Answer, yeah. Question, and so you walked back through this yard and you had big things of peroxide and bleach in your hands? Answer, yeah. You try to say how I did it with a shot arm, and then you guys go on as to how you would wipe that thing down. Remember 3 different times you talked about bleach and peroxide?
Yep.
And carrying big things of bleach and peroxide in the car?
I ain't say I care.
Question, and so you walked back through this yard and you had big things of peroxide and bleach in your hands? Answer, yeah.
I had it on time. I ain't say I carried no beat. Because I remember actually, now you shot. When you holding all this. No, I ain't do all
Let's
that.
do it again.
Asked and answered several times.
He keeps changing it.
We'll give him a chance to clear this up. I'll just ask you again. Question, and so you walked back through this yard and you had big things of peroxide and bleach in your hands? Answer, yeah.
Yeah, it's on that paper, yeah.
At some point in one of your interviews, you mentioned that Justin Johnson gave $500 to the neighbor next to your father's house along with a letter. You remember that?
Yeah,
That happened, right?
yeah,
All right, and the lady that lives next to your dad's house, is that Vivian Ferguson?
yeah.
All right. And so she was given $500 by whom?
I wasn't there at the time, but I believe it was Justin Johnson.
Okay, so Justin Johnson arguably would have gone to your dad's neighbor, lady that's like your grandma, Vivian Ferguson, if you remember correctly, and gave her $500 cash, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Okay. And then at some point after the shooting, you went to Atlanta, right?
I was from here from another one. He had took that 500 as well.
Okay. I'm not going to ask if you know when the 500 went there because I'm certain it's going to be blurry for you, but after the shooting, you went to Atlanta.
Yeah.
All right. And then, arguably, when things cooled down, you came back and there should have been $500 waiting for you with Mrs. Vivian Ferguson, right?
Nah, I was on my way back from Atlanta when he gave her that 500. I was already en route back to me.
All right. So she would hold the money for you
Yeah,
until you
I
got
was
back.
just a few hours away.
Okay. Yeah. Any idea when that was?
Nah, I can't tell you.
Okay. With regards to when you met Justin, you told us repeatedly to the government that you met him through Mr. Govan. Is that fair?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you remember making an intoxicated statement to the police on December 9th when you were arrested? That you met Mr. Johnson through another rapper that you knew as miscellaneous. It's like $MISC. You remember saying that?
No, I don't recall it.
Okay.
I was under the influence, sir, so I don't recall none of that interview at all. I'm just gonna be honest with you. On December the 9th, the day I got locked up, I was high. My mugshot stayed out. I don't remember nothing.
Okay, so let me back up that day that you got locked up. You were high, but you went to the grocery store, knowing enough it was your daughter's birthday to buy cake and balloons. You went to the school to drop it off. You then were alert enough to notice that...
No, I did say I went by family dollar, got them telling how I
I'm getting there. You were alert enough to notice that you were being followed by law enforcement, but instead of whatever, you decided to go to the Family Dollar to get some headache pills. You then drive through Mississippi or to Mississippi, and then you're alert enough to know that suddenly not just the unmarked cars, the Jeeps, the Stoughton County Police was also following you, right? And then they stopped
They
you.
pulled me over.
They pulled you over.
Follow me. They come behind me. That's what initially made me stop and pull me over for the U.S. Marshals.
All right. Was this on the side of the road?
Yeah, they pulled me over on the side of the road.
Okay. And so, was this near your child's mother's house?
Nah, it was in Mississippi on her way.
All right. Because when we
State
talked,
line.
okay, when you talked to the government, you said you were able to get your phone to your child's mother, so you gave her some evidence, and the police figured it out. Was that before or after the police were following you?
And they were following me doing it the whole time. I didn't know, but after I left my daughter's school, which is right around the corner from my mom's house, I dropped her off.
Okay, because you didn't tell when the government asked you what happened next. Now you're saying after the school, you remember in your intoxicated state that you drove to your child's mother's house and left the important cell phone with her.
Listen, after I left her house, that's when I went to Family Dollar and got the Tylenol PM. Because I knew they were following me then. When I was in her apartment, they pulled a 5-car deep. I was able to get on out of her. I went to Family Dollar, got the Tylenol PM, and then I just shot on out.
Okay, so let me get this straight now. So when you went to your child's mother's house, and so I have it, it is now your testimony that they were there 5 deep.
They pulled up 5-car deep. As I was out there talking to her, they were pulling in the apartments, and I told her to move, and I pulled on out.
Okay. So as you're at the apartment, you see the cops, they somehow just let you get away?
They come off, they do the marches. They come off, I guess they were waiting on you to be somebody, maybe move, I don't know. Why they ain't getting right again?
You remember telling Uncle Ron, your brother Quez, and all that, prior to all this, that after it happened, they go in as a federal snitch and you had put sort of a listening device in your jacket.
Oh yeah, I remember saying.
Okay. You remember at one of your many interviews, they showed you photos of weapons that could have been used at the time of the shooting. Remember that? You had to identify photos that they were showing you of guns.
Probably, I can't get,
Okay,
yeah.
all right. I think this is one of the non-intoxicating interviews, Mr. Ashton.
Okay.
One of the guns that they showed you, you said was Justin's and it's old. You remember saying that?
He was on a picture with it?
No, it was just a gun.
Uh,
It's sort of been done like that, I guess, if you were. You remember that?
I don't remember.
All right, you remember being shown an AK and some other handguns, and you said those are Angela's guns. You remember that?
I don't remember that.
Okay,
I remember being shot with a gun, but I don't remember that.
all right. And it's your testimony, you know, even though you told the police that you met Justin sometime in the past in miscellaneous, you were too intoxicated. You had no idea how that name came into your mind to say I met Justin miscellaneous, right? This is random thought
I was
here.
under the influence, I
Right.
was under the influence.
I get all that.
If you ask the police to interview me, they'll tell you that they had to hold me up to go to the restroom.
All right.
So if you ask them to interview me, what's that detective?
Right. And so the first interview where you said miscellaneous did this, and you had a long interview with police. Not once did you mention the name Govan, right, in that first
I
interview?
never told them nobody did this. I never told them nobody did that. I never said like, and I never admitted to doing this or being part of this or nothing. And
I'm just trying to figure out, all the people in the world you could pick, you said I met Justin through miscellaneous. Why miscellaneous? How did that come to your
I
mind?
don't even know no Mr. Lane. I'm just being honest, sir.
Okay.
I was under the influence.
All right. Do you remember writing letters to your sisters,
Yes,
Kiara Smith and Vanessa Holmes?
Yes, sir.
All right. With regards to your letter to Kiara Smith, I guess you didn't think it was going to get seized. That was dated 3/3/22. That would be March 3rd, 22. You remember that? Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
All right. You're basically saying that Angela's lying, LMAO. Angela said she was scared. Well, LMAO, she's fucking with my life with her lies. You remember all that?
Sir, I wrote.
All right. If you want to see it, I'll show it to you.
No, I know what y'all supposed to say.
Right, and you go on and on about her lying ass and all that other stuff. So, the interesting thing there is, you talked to your sister about a separate case here in Memphis, in the Holly Bobo case. You remember that?
Yeah, when I was explaining my lawyer history, who my lawyer was, they were representing me or whatever, I was just telling them like his history, who he all represented and stuff like that.
Okay. And it says, he being your lawyer, he said that's the only way I will not do life in jail. And ECT Maine, what is ECT? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Maine just got $50K for this. He talking about one of the men in Holly Bolo case where they raped and killed her, period. He worked with them and they let him walk free. You remember saying that to your sister? That if he,
I wrote.
so the idea was, this is in March, you're not intoxicated anymore.
No, I ain't intoxicated.
You're writing to her that if I worked with the police, just like this guy that raped and killed a woman and walked free because he cooperated, that
I
was...
actually don't know exactly what the guy did, what role the guy played that he represented. So I really didn't, and I didn't know the case very well as well. So I didn't know what was the outcome. I don't know what this be because I didn't know the role. I just know he represented somebody on the case.
So when your family was reaching out to Drift's lawyer, Arthur Horn, and getting other
One
lawyers...
time there's been reach out to all.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Let him finish his question.
Yes, ma'am.
I want to be accurate. Yes, your family reached out to Attorney Bailey, who then reached out to Arthur Horn on your behalf to get the money and all that stuff. But then when Bailey pulled out of the case, you got the same lawyer that got the man in the Holly Bobo case off by cooperating, right?
Right. Yeah.
Deputy, could you show this?
I see.
Okay, you found your hand back, didn't you? And this is your handwriting, right? Okay. So again, I'll read it. He said that's the only way I will not do life in jail. And then you said he talking about one of the men in the Bobo case where they raped and killed her, worked with them, and they let him walk free. That's what you said to your sister about what you were going to do and what you expected to have happen, right? That was your expectation.
Yeah, I was saying what my lawyer had, what my lawyer had did for their client, which I don't know that man role in the Bobo case. I don't know what role he played in that case. So I don't know how he got the ball free. I don't know what he did. You know what I'm saying? Like what role he played when they wanted him killed or whatever. So I was just telling them what his issue was.
Right, but you chose the one where you're talking about that said his guy.
I was just telling them his issue.
Okay, well, how do you know that I've gotten somebody to walk through before?
I heard about you. You're a good lawyer.
Okay. I'm not sure how. We've never met, right?
No, we never met.
I did ask to talk to you.
TV.
Okay, and I have talked to you. I did ask to talk to you and stuff several times, right?
Did you actually talk to me?
Yeah, because the lawyer told you that I called multiple times to try to talk to you before trial, and they said no, I couldn't talk to you. You remember that?
No, I don't.
The lawyer didn't tell you that.
Objection, Your Honor.
It's okay, I'll draw the question. But I just have a moment now. You remember when I talked to you, it seemed like a lifetime ago, we talked about Gotti's Arthur Horn giving some money for your lawyer and asked you, are you on the team and all that? You said you don't know what I'm talking about. You remember that? Okay, so I'm just going to play some audio for you. Since you listen to it carefully, tell me if that's your voice.
This was like, was the message given to you that like this is for you to be on their team and not talk?
Pretty much, but not really, but I guess by them making the payment, like this will be like just be cool, but something.
And as far as you know, since you obviously have enough TV knowledge or whatever, since you know who I am, you know for a fact that neither Gotti nor Mr. Joke have ever been questioned on the police, right?
Yeah, I did.
Right. And I know Mr. Joke died in 2024, about 2.5 years after the shooting, but you're not aware of him ever being questioned, even listening to what I just played for you, right?
No, I haven't talked to, I can't contact this but I don't know them personally.
Okay. And so just before I sit down, we're not sure about the dates, we're not sure about the times. Basically, from this meeting until the murder, it's about 3 months is our best guess before you and Justin did it. The morning of the murder, you didn't call Mr. Govan, did you?
No, we talked to Govan the day before, like when we was already out. Right.
Well, the reason I ask is, you didn't know what you were going to do that morning. Justin just showed up with a silver white Mercedes, right?
No, we did. We knew they had turkey drive, like I said.
Not talking about turkey drive. When Mr. Johnson picked you up, he showed up with a white Mercedes. You didn't know he was coming with a white Mercedes, right?
No, I didn't know he was pulling up in his car.
Right. And you didn't know what guns he was going to bring.
No, I did not.
And you didn't know if you were going to see anybody that day because the turkey drive had been going on all week, right?
No, we, like I said before, prior to this, the day before, we was already out. So we knew that we was, you know what I'm saying, he already let us know. Mr. Govan already let us know, like, y'all gonna get something. We gonna get something. We ain't just settled now. We gonna get something. We out on. We gonna move.
And when you happened to see Mr. Dolph, since you said you're not familiar with PR and all that, even though you shot a Mr. Wu some months earlier. How did you know that was him? If you don't know much about PR, how did you know that was Dolph?
Told you I listened to Dolph. I knew Dolph, that's the only one I knew. I listened.
Well, the car that we saw is very dark tinted windows.
Everybody knows Dolph all on the sun.
Okay, so he's got a G-Wagon? Yes? If you know everything, you know what car it is.
Nah, like, all of them got like little military stuff on, but he was in there the day before at the gas station.
But you said when you got there, you didn't see him.
Nah, but it was on the internet. It was on the internet.
Okay, so when you now say that Govan told you about these turkey drives, you have access to the internet where you live, right? And you can see all the Instagram blowing up that he's doing these turkey drives on your own. You knew that, right? You
Yeah, we have knew that was doing turkey drives.
Right, because it almost sounds like we're being a child, right? You commit a murder and you're like, Govan told me to get rid of the gun, or Govan told me to get rid of the phone, or Govan said out of your car. You've been a pretty good criminal until then. You know you're supposed to do these things, right? You don't need it spoon-fed from that guy to say, hey, maybe hide the evidence from the murder, right?
Actually, I didn't know anything about the hit until Mr. Govan brought me in. He the one hired me to do the hits or whatever. I didn't know anything about paper. I have no hit. I didn't know anything about Justin Johnson. I met all that to Mr. Hernandez Govan, who said right up.
Right. And Jim was supposed to give you the money. And you met him, and he told you before.
No, Drew wasn't doing all the talking. Mr. Hernandez Govan was doing all the talking, like I said. Drew was like, put them phones outside, and he was just like shaking his head, like, whatever he was saying, like, the money gonna be good. That when Mr. Hernandez was talking, he was like, you know what I'm saying, just let's see right here. This is it.
So the guy that you just met, that Bobby Carter, your associate, said might be a snitch, that's who you're listening to. Can we play this clip that you told you, please? Sorry, man, I'm switching pictures. And Jerk also knew that Govan could have been a federal snitch, that's why he made you move the phones out.
I don't know nothing about that because I don't know Jerk like that. I don't know what Jerk knew about Mr. Govan, but that was what I had heard, that he was a federal snitch, and every time somebody said he'd shoot him, so that's why I ain't believe, so.
But you said earlier, about an hour or so ago, that
even Juke knew about him being law enforcement, and that's why he made you take the phones outside.
That's what they said, but I don't know what Juke knew about him, because I don't know Juke like that, you know what I'm saying? But that's what I was assuming, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why he tell her to take the phone out. That's what I was
And you're familiar with CMG, right?
I know the artist, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know them personally.
With regards to knowing Dolph and his music, you've heard of the song 100 Shots, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so you know people that tried to kill Dolph for 3 to 4 years prior to this game.
Yeah.
Alright, and you know that CMG had people all over the country trying to kill him. Los Angeles, Charlotte, etc. You know that, right? You read about it because you're a fan.
Yeah, I don't know exactly who it was or nothing like that. I don't know. But I know they can have beef. I know they won't.
Alright, your guy is very successful, wealthy, all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
So of all the people that they could hire to kill the biggest name in Memphis, they picked some no-name guy that sells a couple of pills on Bradley Street in Orange Mound that set you up to go kill somebody instead of paying some real professionals what they're doing, even though he's been shot at repeatedly in other places, right?
Yeah. Come from Mr. Hernandez Govan, he was saying I ain't want no better on their camp doing it, so that's why he had us
Okay.
on the team.
Yeah, Govan set it all up, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
That's how I met. That's how I knew about it. I ain't know nothing about
You didn't know nothing living in the streets that there was a price on Dolph's head, that he'd been shot at, even though you know
I know he been shot, he didn't been shot, but I didn't know that, like, to connect with Juke, to talk about, I do it, no. I do it, people, no. Mr. Hernandez Govan, how we do the job.
I appreciate your time.
No problem, appreciate you.
I have a check on something. I may have a couple more questions for we need a break on that. Let's stand in a brief recess. Court stands in a brief recess. Jury following recess.
I have an odd feeling she's gonna come back and we're gonna end for the day, but we'll see. Well, they're bringing the jury back in, so they might have some more testimony today.
Randy Allen?
Yeah.
You're now in the courtroom.
Maybe it's saying that you follow things for you based on some of the things that Mr. Aurora actually okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, so the date you got arrested, that was December the 9th, 2021.
Correct.
And you spoke with police that day.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Aurora asked you, about you stating that you met Justin Johnson through a person named Miscellaneous.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know a person named Miscellaneous?
No, ma'am.
Do you know a person named Justin Taylor?
After being locked up, I realized who he was.
Okay, who was Justin Taylor?
He used to be around Hernandez Govan and Justin Johnson.
And that's a different person than Justin Johnson, right? Justin Taylor, Justin Johnson.
Yes, ma'am.
And you mentioned this in your interview, you met Justin Taylor through Miscellaneous. You remember that saying that?
No, I don't recall saying it.
Or if that was what you said in your interview, that you about right?
Yes, I was under the influence.
Okay. We can play that. And Cornelius, do you recognize the person in this video?
Yeah, it looked like me.
Okay. Play this group.
Did you speak with a Justin Taylor?
Well, I had to
You may know him as Drop or Ted.
I know him.
Okay. Did you talk to him that day?
I did.
What did you
I
talk?
can't remember the whole conversation. I can't remember who I was talking to.
Okay.
But I know him because, you know, he's a good little brother. I'm 32.
Okay.
And he young.
How do you know Justin?
I don't know, but I met him for one of my parties.
Which part is it?
Would be, man, a rapper named, Mixup.
This who?
Mixup.
This
They were asking you about Justin Taylor. You called it. And that's who you
Yes, ma'am.
and that's who you're answering about.
Yes, ma'am.
Also during the cross-examination, you were asked about some payments between cash and cash out. You recall that?
Yes, ma'am. That's when I put my interview out.
Okay. What was paid via cash out? Well, what was the conversation involving cash out? Because you mentioned that was two different instances you were talking about.
Justin was saying that he was going to cash out Mr. Hernandez Govan some money to get the car cover or whatever.
Okay.
And he got me cash.
Okay. Alright. And like I said, the incident happened November 17th, 2021.
Yes, ma'am.
And you didn't initially speak with the police the December the 9th, 2021.
Correct.
And it was even later than that when you mentioned about AutoZone, right?
Correct.
So it could have been
Objection, leading, speculating, or could have been.
Possibly 5 or 6 months later when you spoke to them about
When I first spoke to the detectives, I wasn't, putting myself in it, saying that I did it, saying that I know, you know what I'm saying? Like,
about a message that was sent to Jip in December, I believe, 2021. You recall that?
yes, ma'am, I had looked, I forgot what website, but I sent them a message like, when you go going home, boy, let's see, man. I'm trying to get with you so I can get my money.
At times, would you sometimes use Angela's phone?
Yes, ma'am.
Could you possibly use Angela's phone to send that message?
Yes, ma'am.
I have no further
You can ask the government to play the same audio clip. So, was that ready for my okay, please. While she's doing that, a couple times while we were talking over the last hour or two, I called your girlfriend Annie. What happened? Do you remember that? Okay, people sometimes say the name's wrong, right? You gotta say yes or no.
Yeah.
Right. They're asking me about Justin Taylor. Do you know Justin Taylor?
Oh, I met him through Mr. Hernandez, Justin.
Okay, but the reason I ask is you said you talked to Justin that day of the shooting.
Justin Johnson?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're straight about Justin Johnson.
Right, and the cop says Justin Taylor, you may know him as Drop. You remember hearing that? She's going to play the game for you. So I don't want to pull the wool over the jury, guys. You knew exactly who he was talking about. He just switched out the names just like I've done in the jury heard me do because there's so many people involved. When he said, did you talk to Justin Taylor, Drop, or wherever, on the day of the homicide, you meant Justin Johnson. You said yes, right?
I didn't incriminate myself.
I'm not asking you.
None of them today. So when they were talking to me, I was under the influence, but I wasn't incriminating myself at the same time.
Okay. I understand that. It simply said, did you talk to Justin Taylor, Rob, or some other nickname? And you said yes, right? We'll just play it. I mean, you and I both know what we were talking about, right?
Nah, at the time I did. There's names that I don't know. I didn't know Mr. Hernandez Govan first name. I didn't know Justin Johnson first name. I didn't know none of
Whoa. So now you're telling this jury you didn't know Justin Johnson's first name?
They asked Justin Johnson, you might know him straight drunk. They would tell me their names before I got. Like before I got off this, I ain't know none of their first name. Like their name was quick, you know, Justin John's name was straight drunk.
Well, when the government asked you about Justin Johnson, you described exactly how it happened, how he introduced you, and how it
paperwork with about 90 million.
Right, but I thought you didn't have a lot of the discovery, but now you have the names.
I don't have all my discovery, that's what I see, but the stuff that, you know what I'm saying, everybody 90 minutes, I got it.
Alright, so the man you went to go kill Dolph with in cold blood in broad daylight, and you know for about 4 months at that point, you didn't know his name was Justin, never called him.
No.
And you had his phone number. You called him bro, so how did you know his name was dropped if you just called him brother? That's how you had him?
It was his rap name, so I just called him Drop. I ain't know nobody leaving there. They ain't nobody leaving there. They called me Lil C. They ain't nobody leaving there. They just went off where everybody called me Lil C.
Let me play the audio, please.
He shot me about 70. Outside, yeah.
Did you speak with a Justin Taylor?
Yes, okay. I ain't seen that. Well, I had to look at my phone. I had to, but I don't know what I did.
Okay, you may know it as Drop or Ted.
Yeah, I know it.
Okay, did you stop doing that?
I probably did, but yeah, I did.
What was that?
Keep going until he says this way.
You know, I can't remember who I did that.
Okay.
But I know that because, you know, we know the brothers. I'm glad I done it too.
Okay.
And he young.
How do you know Justin?
You know, I'm good. I met him with one of my party.
Which part is it?
Rapper name,
This who?
Miscellaneous.
Miscellaneous?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm pretty sure the jurors are taking notes. So a second ago, I told you, how did you know Justin Taylor? And you said you met him through Govan, is that right?
Yeah.
All right. So when the police officer asked you, how do you know Justin? If you were really talking about Justin Taylor, wouldn't you have said I met him through Govan? You just said it. Those are your words. I'm not trying to play games with you.
Right, I understand what you're saying.
All right. So you told us that you met Justin Taylor, whoever Justin Taylor is, through Govan, right?
Yeah.
And so when the police asked you, when did you meet Justin or Rob, you said I met him through a rapper named Miscellaneous. You remember?
Yeah.
Okay.
What I just did on
So if the prosecutor tries to make it seem like you met Justin Taylor through Miscellaneous, that would be false because you just testified under oath and Govan's the one that introduced you to Justin Taylor, right?
Yeah, but I was also under the influence of
I get all that. It's not under the influence.
incriminate myself.
The prosecutor's not under the influence of neither you. She asked you a straight up question and said, is it possible you met him this way? And you guys chuckled about it a little bit. What I'm telling you is, the truth is, if you ever knew Justin Taylor, it was through Mr. Govan. And when they asked you about Justin Rock, you said I met him through Miscellaneous. Is that what we heard? You only had to guess. That's all I have.
No.
things, let's say you start talking about this trial, amongst yourselves. Once you start talking about things, you begin to come to conclusions about matters. And it's way too soon to do that. Okay? I've admonished you early on, and I'm going to continue to admonish you to wait till you hear all of the proof. And wait till you get the law that I'm going to give you to add to the proof before you start having conversations about it. Okay? Because once you start to talk about it, you will start coming to your own conclusions, and I don't want you to do that. Understand? So you guys go have a good evening, and whatever you're doing, we'll see you back here right early at 9:30.
All right. Put that room 9:30 tomorrow morning.
Thank you for joining me today. I will see you in the morning bright and early for 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time for this trial and jury selection for